Well, I'm back in the old purple sound booth. Got the old beard growing back out, and I'm reviewing the old full moon pictures.
There were some movies, terrible movies, movies so awful, no one would touch. Then came a Matthew, sad little Matthew. Matthew decided these movies to watch. For every good movie, there's at least 10 bad. Matthew gonna drag himself through the crap to find the worst ones there are to be had.
Today's episode, Gingerdead Man. Have you ever thought, man, Child's Play is great? No one's ever thought that. That movie was pretty terrible. But have you ever thought, man, Child's Play would be so much better if instead of a kinda creepy doll played by a very talented and underrated actor, it was a gingerbread man played by a crazy person? Well, even you would probably still be disappointed by Gingerdead Man. Gingerdead Man is a 2005 film from the brilliant minds behind Head of the Family and Murder Cycle, and yet is somehow much less fun than both of them. It was written by Full Moon regulars William Butler and Dominic Muir, and directed by the man from the moon himself, Charles Band. The movie stars a myriad of no-name actors, almost all of whom have been in other Full Moon movies, although Granny is played by Margaret Bly of Italian Job fame. But the real reason you picked up this movie is because the cookie is played by Gary Busey. You know, usually I have 3 or 4 paragraphs to introduce a movie, but this movie is so nothing I got through it in 1. We open on what is genuinely the most interesting scene, a diner getting robbed. Yeah, that's how the movie opens. Isn't it fun? Isn't it exciting? No, it's not.
I smell something in the air. It smells feminine.
That would be me. This is Millard Findlemeyer. Did you let Gary Busey pick his own name? Who ends up killing the father and the brother of our main character, whose name is Sarah Lee. Busey gets arrested and given the death sentence, and we cut to at least 7 years later because that's how long it would take for him to finally get put to death. And we find Sarah mourning her brother on his birthday.
Whoever you are up there, I hope they have strippers and Lone Star.
Lone Star? Ugh. You sure he's in heaven? But someone leaves a mysterious box of gingerbread seasoning at the back door. I mean Gingerdead seasoning! Ha ha ha! So let's discuss Millard Fillmore's plan to get reanimated as a cookie. He has to, 1, have his ashes delivered in gingerbread seasoning and hope they use it. 2, have someone bleed into the gingerbread seasoning and still use it. 3, hope they make him into a man-shaped cookie and not a gingerbread house or something. And 4, have the electricity malfunction so he gets electrocuted. His mother had his ashes, why not just let her do all this, then drop him off as a special delivery?
Ah, heck.
Dude, it was a paper cut, you're okay.
It also says here that after they fried him in the chair, they cremated him and sent his ashes to his mother in Coonsboro. How sick is that?
I know, it's so sick to send people's ashes to their loved ones. The tip is not cut off. You're squirting no icing. Meanwhile, Grandma's drunk and shooting the restaurant across the street. No, for real, that happens in the movie.
Listen to me, Mom. You and Dad built this place from the ground on up, and there's no way I'm gonna let anyone take that away from you.
You promise?
Promise.
Wow, this movie sure is in focus. That's it. Then the owner of said restaurant across the street shows up, whose name is Jimmy Dean. He wants to buy the bakery and get rid of it.
Why don't you hold your breath?
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. There. Now we just put it in the walk-in oven. Walk-in oven? Is that a thing? Huh. How about that? But as the Gingerdead man is cooking, Jimmy Dean's daughter, Jamie Dean, sneaks in and releases a rat into the kitchen.
You're not going anywhere. How dare you bring that rat in here?
Yeah, they're already gonna get shut down for all the blood cookies. That's just excessive. She got a pie to the face. Are you gonna get rid of the rat? No? Just bad slapstick? Oh man, he is alive! And then Jimmy Dean's son, Johnny Dean, shows up to find out what Jamie's been up to. And he looks like a real classy dude. Also, and this is not an exaggeration, this movie rivals Battlefield Earth for number of Dutch angles. Although in this film's case, it's possible the tripod had a broken leg and Charles Band just wasn't paying attention. But the Gingerdead man walking escapes and begins to cause trouble. But, generally not in the same shot as the other actors. That's too much work.
You guys saw that thing, right? It had to be fake.
I don't know what he's complaining about. The puppets in the sequels only get worse. I'm just gonna play this joke out of context because it's the best joke in the movie.
I saw on the news how the cops arrested some guy for cutting up girls' body parts and mailing them off.
Talk about going postal.
I'm starting to like this guy.
How much dough can you make from a talking cookie? Dough, cookie.
Don't push it. You sure it's Gary Busey's ghost in that cookie and not Slimer? Anyways, they go on for a while looking for the cookie and a way out of there and so on and so forth. But Granny's here drinking. The only way to really enjoy this film.
Can't be that maniac. He's long since dead and buried.
Long since? The news said he died 2 days ago. Oh, here we go. He's gonna cut off her finger. Will the shock and horror ever end? Wait, I think I misread that. Oh, my bad. Will the shock and horror ever start?
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah, but not kill her. Too bad you don't have a knife or something. Johnny has a gun, but Sarah wants him to put it away because a gun killed her dad and brother. No, Sarah. The man haunting a cookie running around your bakery with a knife killed them. You might want that gun later. And they have a touching moment.
It just makes me nervous looking at those things. Stupid, isn't it?
No. It's not stupid. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
No, don't worry. It's my problem, not yours.
Isn't this what you wanted from a movie about Gary Busey as a cookie? A romantic subplot? Well, if the cookie had a romantic subplot, then we'd have something. Then Jimmy Dean shows back up and the Gingerdead man takes his car. Because that is even remotely possible. But hey, he finally gets a kill, only halfway into the movie there. Oh, and he got the slutty baker girl covered in whipped cream with cherry nipples. Still alive. Okay, last time I semi-jokingly put an advertiser-friendly censor on some of the violent parts, and still got demonetized, but I wouldn't even have to do that with this movie because there is no violence. I'm still gonna get demonetized. Then the Gingerdead man non-lethally cuts Jamie. Although, you might want to dress that wound so you don't bleed out. Oh, never mind. His body count's finally up to 2 now. And Gary Busey yells at a rat.
Hey, rat! Rat! I'm talking to you! Want a piece of me?
Hey, Mr. Band, it's me. What? Oh yes, we're getting Mr. Busey's lines recorded right now. In fact, that's why I called. He's yelling at a rat. Yeah, let me play some for you.
Hey, you little shit! Fuck off! Come over here! I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your little rat ass.
Yeah, so, what do I do? Use it in the movie. You're the boss. You want to try that line again in a pitch humans can hear? He tricks her into going into the oven and locks her in, but Johnny shoots the lock off. That was a bit too easy. Then the baker guy from the beginning shows up. He's so integral to the story, I seriously thought he was Johnny Deem the first time I watched this movie. But of course, Johnny's made such a big impact, I've been saying he was Jimmy Dean's son this whole review, and I don't think he actually is. I can't tell. Anyways, Not Johnny eats the Gingerdead man head first, even though his head isn't in Not Johnny's mouth.
Got milk?
That joke's so funny, I don't even want to drink myself into a coma. That's seriously the climax. Guy comes in, eats cookie. I mean, he gets possessed by Millard Fillmore.
Nope. Not Brick anymore. It's only Millard now.
Not quite the quote, but okay.
Who do you think can kick your butt from here to tomorrow, boy? The Candyman can.
Wrong slasher movie. Candyman is much better than this film. Anyway, he gets shot and pushed into the oven, and that's the end of Millard Fillmore. Or is it?
Hi, do you have any gingerbread cookies?
Not if you're lucky, I don't.
Actually, an older lady stopped by just a few minutes ago and dropped off some of these cute little rascals. Couldn't you just die?
So his mom made him into a cookie, like she could have done from the beginning. And that's seriously the whole movie. They had no ideas for this film. Without opening and ending credits, this movie is less than an hour and it's still mostly padding. It's like I said last week, it's a title and a B-list actor and nothing else. You'd probably get as much enjoyment out of this if you looked at the box cover. And while I expect that from sci-fi, Full Moon I expect to at least give me something. Some camp, a body count. Hell, this is one of the only Full Moon movies with no nudity. The killer gets more kills in the opening scene as a human than he does as a cookie. Don't watch this movie. So you're probably saying, Matt, if this movie is so boring, why'd you review it? Well... let's just say I have reasons. So until next time, I'm Matt, and this is Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show.
Greetings, masked mercenary. We meet at last. Prepare to meet your maker, for tonight your ass is toast. Your ass is toast.
Don't you love how well preserved this film looks? Glad I got this DVD directly from Full Moon's website. I guess that's just how they want you to watch their movie. You want to try that line again in a pitch humans can hear? But Matt, if humans can't hear the line, why did you react to it? Shut up.